This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
Underrated. Wearing clothes that are essentially just blankets. Because today I'm wearing this really fuzzy, what would you call this, a pullover?
A blanket, yeah.
Yeah, it's a blanket shirt, and I am very content, and nobody can judge me because it's fashion. Like, I got this from H&M.
Yeah, fashion, look it up.
Yeah.
I don't think you could judge anybody's fashion on days like today.
I don't think we should ever judge anyone's fashion ever. Unless they're still wearing white belts. That's a problem.
What about on the golf course?
Do people wear white belts on the golf course?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's acceptable.
Fine, thank you. What about T-shirts with sayings on them?
Oh, yeah, maybe I do want to judge those. The Keep Calm and Chive On shirts.
Or like, tell the bartender to get 2 beers ready. You know?
That's a funny shirt. I want that one. Way less work for me.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to agree on things. We will agree that you can't judge somebody's fashion today, even if they show up in a blanket, though. I'm going underrated. It's just summer. Do you know...
What?
Well, you know...
Oh, summer's underrated.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You know when, like, you're healthy again after being sick? And you're like, I'm never going to take being healthy again for granted.
Like when you can breathe through your nostrils?
Yeah. And then you take it for granted again, like 2 days later?
Yeah, that's life.
I feel like we do that with the summer.
The summer gets too hot, Ryder.
You never, like, walk outside and you're like, you know what? This is the best. It's usually just like, yeah, it's okay. I'm a little bit sweaty. You take it for granted. I'm saying it's underrated, big time.
Yeah.
On days like this, I still got beef with the people that were complaining about the heat wave. When we get this.
Yeah, did you see that?
Months.
There was like a viral dash cam video from Edmonton yesterday of an accident that involved like 3 or 4 vehicles. And the only vehicle that stayed on the scene was the one that got the most damage. Everyone else fled the scene.
Really?
People are just being terrible with the weather.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I get what you mean. Like, I do wish it was summer right now.
Thank you.
But then I wouldn't be able to wear this like big blanket thing to work as an outfit.
True, I can't imagine how much you'd be sweating.
Yeah.
Play 107.
This beef with Taylor Swift and who might be Jake Gyllenhaal is heating up.
Well, it's such a thing of the past, but because she's re-releasing all of her old albums, so they're officially her property, these things are going to be resurfaced. She wrote a lot of her songs about breakups, and that's great because they're super relatable to her fans. Jake Gyllenhaal is who she broke up with, and then that's when she wrote the lyrics to majority of the songs off of her Red album, which is what was just re-released.
Right, and the one specifically that she actually made like the 10-minute song about.
She extended the lyrics as well, and that's what she performed on SNL over the weekend.
Yeah, and it is apparently about him, but she is now claiming that, like, I didn't say that.
Well, because she's so nice, and she doesn't want to have this, like, beef with someone that, like, they've already gotten over it.
Yeah.
It's in the past.
It was 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, and poor Jake Gyllenhaal, he's just getting roasted on Twitter, too. Like,
getting annihilated.
Swifties are ruthless.
So, listen, I listened to the 10-minute song. I tried to dissect it as much as I could. And what I found was, like, a pretty reasonable breakup.
Okay, so I'm going to read a verse that was, like, rewritten, okay? They say all's well that ends well, but I'm in a new hell. Every time you double cross my mind. You said if we had been closer in age, maybe it would have been fine. That made me want to die. The idea you had of me, who was she? A never needy, ever lovely jewel whose shine reflects on you, not weeping in a party bathroom. Some actress asking me what happened. You. That's what happened. You who charmed my dad with self-effacing jokes, sipping coffee like you're on a late night show. But then he watched me watch the front door all night, willing you to come. And he said, it's supposed to be fun turning 21. So that's the story of her birthday, clearly, and Jake Gyllenhaal ghosting her while she waited for him.
But it also sounded like he may have broke up with her earlier.
Yes, because of their age difference. How old is Jake Gyllenhaal?
See, like, none of that to me feels like something that a guy should get completely roasted for 10 years later.
Okay, he's 40.
Like, even the actress in the bathroom, a lot of people are like, oh, was he cheating? No, that's an actress in the bathroom asked Taylor what was wrong, And she said, Jake, like that.
Did you see the part in the lyric where she talks about how he still has her scarf?
Yeah.
And now, like, people are making memes where it's like Jake Gyllenhaal, like, at her doorstep throwing the scarf at her. Like,
Give
just
the scarf
leave
back.
me alone. Here's your stupid scarf. I just think that's so funny.
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to, like, comprehend why this guy is getting annihilated on Twitter. And it doesn't feel like maybe there was enough. Like, yes, of course, if it was a really bad breakup, if he was cheating, abusive, any of that, I would hope that the internet would do its work and roast the hell out of him. But it just sounds like he was like, listen, we're in different places in our lives, and maybe it's not working right now. And she's like, you know what you're going to get? A 10-minute song a decade later about this one. Like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, none of this would have happened if Scooter Braun didn't dibs all of her music. So that's who we need to be roasting here. Thanks for bringing up these old issues, Scooter.
I bet Jake wants to fist fight him.
Oh, yeah.
We want to talk about winter driving conditions. We're joined by bus driver Kathy.
What's it like driving a bus in these conditions?
Well, I'm going to stop you right there because I'm just going in to experience all of this, and then I'll get back to you.
Oh, it's your first snowfall.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Good luck.
Do they give you like a plethora of information?
No, not really. I mean, I've asked other drivers what it's like.
Yeah. I have some tips if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay, you're not going to want to punch the gas or the brake too hard. My uncle used to call it driving small. You want to drive small. I know that's hard when you're driving a huge bus. Mm-hmm. You're going to want to pretend that you have a glass of water on the dash.
Ooh, that's a really good tip.
That you don't want to spill. And finally, if you have to go pee even a little bit, go before you go. Because you never know what's going to happen out there in the wild.
I have a tip as well.
Okay.
Call in sick.
Call in sick. You know what? I think that's the best tip I've gotten all day.
Yeah. I was also being facetious by giving you a terrific driver and a driver of a city bus driving tips, by the way.
We would definitely not get hired.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you heard me out, though. Thank you.
What a sweetheart.
Okay, have a great day.
Yeah, drive safe. And
You
please
too.
actually keep us posted. Like tomorrow morning, give us a call and let us know how terrible it was.
Okay.
Same bat time, same bat place.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a pretty wild story. There's a former Trump administration official that said that she was warned while working for Trump that she would be fired if she played Taylor Swift's music after Taylor Swift was criticizing Trump. Quote unquote, she said the fear was real.
Really?
So they weren't allowed to listen to Fearless, which is one of Taylor Swift's albums.
That feels like something Trump would do, right?
Isn't that absurd, though?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Like, you care that much, but Taylor Swift said that no one in the building that works under you is allowed to listen to her music? Wow.
So we wanted to ask at 780-784-7107. Obviously, like if you're at home or at work, feel free to text or call in. If you're driving,
Don't text in.
Just maybe even think it. What you're contribute to the conversation by just thinking it.
Yeah, focus on the road.
But yeah, have you ever been banned from doing anything?
Or told you weren't allowed to do something.
I believe that's the same thing as being banned from...
I guess you're right.
I didn't want to call you out there, but I was like, that's actually the exact definition of ban.
Wow. Good times.
Okay, so you've got an example.
Yeah, we got a text into our show once from a woman that said that she actually worked with my ex's new girlfriend, like after we broke up. And she said, no one at work was allowed to listen to our station just because I dated her current boyfriend. Even though there was like no qualms, we had a pretty good breakup. We never were in contact with each other.
Yeah, like afterwards.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have ever found out about this. Like, that's fine if you're like uncomfortable or you just don't want him listening. Okay, but the fact that I found out about it just because somebody that worked with her ratted her out on the text line, I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Like,
Well.
but also, like, I don't really care.
Explains the ratings during that stretch.
Yeah, okay. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry I dated someone.
Well, if it happened to all of your ex-boyfriends.
No, that's not the case. But I did find that really interesting. I was like, oh, wow, okay. So the person in the cubicle next to her can't be streaming Play.
Right.
Because it upsetted the woman. I don't even know her name. I don't know who he ended up with. But
that probably really upset her as well.
Okay. I'm pretty sure all of your exes have you blocked on Facebook. So there's got to be something there.
Not even close to true.
See, I'm not blocked.
Okay.
So I got that on
deleted. Are you still friends?
No.
Oh, exactly. Even worse than blocked.
Okay, but you have like pending friend requests and they've ignored them. So that's worse.
Okay, that's one ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she wrote me and said, I don't think my husband would appreciate me collecting ex-boyfriends on here. And I said, valid point. Like, you're still sending my mom gifts at Christmas, so I thought there was some friendship rapport.
Ooh, that must hurt.
Yeah, I didn't actually say that, though.
I almost got banned from Ezzy's, which would have been really upsetting because it was my favorite place to go, especially on Tuesday nights.
It's because you got kicked out for doing cartwheels, right?
Yeah, I was doing cartwheels on the dance floor.
That's really dangerous.
Well,
like for everyone else and for your hands.
Yeah, that's true. I got kicked out and then I somehow snuck back in and then they found me again. It's
doing cartwheels again.
Yeah, it was a dark time in my life. I don't really like to think about it, but I thought I was just having fun.
Those bar bands always had me confused back in the day. I was like, now when you scan the ID, it makes sense because they like see your history. But when we were like bar star age.
Yeah, speak for yourself. Their scanning system was implemented when I was 18, so.
No way. Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just trying to make you feel old.
Thank you. No, but when like I was like, oh, is it the same bouncer working? He just has a list. He remembers everybody's face that got banned. Like, get out of here. They don't know.
I loved when the security guards took it so seriously. Like, they'd take your ID and they would triple look at you and they'd be like, all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. What have you banned?
I banned Caillou in my household.
Because his voice is so cringy.
Feels weird.
And he's kind of a brat. Like, he teaches kids to be a brat.
Yes, he teaches children to be a brat, and I did not want my kids to learn that.
It's true how much some of those shows actually like dictate who your kid becomes. Like my kid was watching Fuller House for a really good stretch, and I was like, you are acting exactly like one of the characters.
Or like the kids that would watch Peppa Pig, and then all of a sudden they had a British accent, and you're like, whoa.
Or all of a sudden they got a snout.
Oh, boy.
What's your name?
Allie.
Thank you for the call, Allie. We appreciate it. Keep these rolling in.
Weren't you banned from like McDonald's or something? Or like your girlfriend at the time wouldn't let you go there? Why was that again? I thought it's because she worked at Burger King, so she just didn't want you to go to the competition.
Oh, I said that as a joke earlier this morning. I wasn't being serious.
Sorry, I was half listening.
There wasn't a McDonald's or a Burger King in my town.
Oh.
Not sure.
Play 107.
The Play 107 holiday auction is live now. We're just going through this and checking it out, and there is some incredible stuff in here.
Yeah, we've done a couple auctions through our station, and they're so fun. Play107.com/auction is where you can get signed up and start bidding on things, and it is perfect for the holidays because the gift ideas on here are just incredible. I've already bid on several things, so don't you dare outbid me.
What?
I screwed up. I used my real name too. Shouldn't have used my real name because I know our listeners are going to go on there and be like, ha, outbid Lisa. I was like, oh, I really want these destination donuts.
Yeah. Well, you bid on a wedding cake last time, and then people got mad at you because you just wanted a really nice cake.
Yeah, and everyone's like, can you at least like let people who are actually getting married win the cake? I was like, no, I want a 3-tier wedding cake to eat at home on the couch. I was outbid. And that's fine.
I just did notice. Oh, good. You're on one of the laser hair removals for your back. That's great.
No, I'm not.
What?
I'm not on a hair removal.
Oh, I thought I saw your name on there.
Okay.
There's a butt lift as well.
Well, I don't need that. Killing it over here. all those donuts, they do the trick. So if you want to go check out the auction, just another thing that's pretty cool is a portion of all the proceeds are going to be supporting the Veterans Association Food Bank and Momentum Walk-In Counseling, which is a great counseling place that actually is in the same building as us, on the same floor as well.
It's actually really funny. The butt lift is right next to the donuts. They're back to back on this list as I scroll through. Yeah, a bunch of good stuff. OK Tire oil changes, Glassmasters, gift certificates for new windshields. There's vacation stays. There's ski passes in Marmot Basin.
Yep, there's bowling passes as well, golf passes.
A membership?
Yes, Fit Body Boot Camp has a ton of ones that you can bid on as well. There's even like a cake building class. It's worth like $900. Opening bid is $5 right now. So yeah, go check out the auction. It's really fun, and there's some great gift ideas on there. Play107.com/auction.
Lisa has compiled a top 5 song countdown list, and one that my guess has never been done before ever.
Yeah, so I was at the local Shoppers Drug Mart yesterday, and I was like, man, this song is good. And then it really got me thinking. I'm in Shoppers a lot. I like to do some of my shopping there. I use my Optimum's points card. I get my prescription there. And so I'm very well versed with the playlist that shakes down inside of a Shoppers Drug Mart. So I wanted to compile the top 5 songs that play at Shoppers Drug Mart that still slap.
Okay, so do you think this goes for all pharmacies too? Okay, so it's the pharmaceutical countdown.
Yeah, I would call it that. Or I would even extend it to grocery stores.
Okay.
And if you want to get in on this and just hit us up with a song that is, frequently played at your local grocery store or
on terrible speakers at that.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. Number 5, what do we got?
We got Amy Grant, Baby Baby. This is the song that I hear when I'm sniffing the different soap scents, choosing which one I want that month for the main floor bathroom.
I can see that in a pharmacy.
How about this one? MJ, The Girl Is Mine. I hear this one when I'm grooving in the lubrication aisle.
Okay.
Don't waste your time, because the doggone girl is mine.
Let's not use that sentence again.
Okay, in the third place, Enya Only Time. It's usually playing when I'm waiting a long time for my migraine medication. I've always been confused. They're like, give us 15 minutes. I'm like, why does it take so long for you to put my name label on the container and then put it in my hand? But okay, I'll groove while I wait.
Once again, we're doing the top 5 pharmaceutical countdown. Lisa's favorite tracks when she's at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yeah, these songs still slap. In second place, we got Kelly Clarkson, Moment Like This. Usually playing when I'm hunting down the expired out-of-season chocolates that are kind of on sale.
For expired chocolates.
And then the song that I think we hear the most at Shoppers Drug Mart and most grocery stores is the hilarious but very dull James Blunt, You're Beautiful.
You're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded place.
And you were carrying Vagisil.
And I don't know what to do.
There it is. Lisa's top 5 Shoppers Drug Mart countdown.
And admit it, they all are still so good.
Bangers, for sure, yeah. What might be a sold-out crowd tonight at Commonwealth Stadium, and when you look outside, that just seems so ridiculous, but it's true for a soccer game as well. Growing up playing soccer in the prairies, where everybody else was playing baseball, made it really challenging. I was the only kid on the field. But it's so nice to see our country really starting to embrace this sport. And I think it's led by the women's national team.
Absolutely. Girl power.
Who got the bronze medal in the Olympics a few years back, won the Olympics this year.
Oh, it was so good.
Like, just gets people. And then Alphonso Davies being from Edmonton and being what some are saying the best LB to ever play the game.
Yeah, watching some of his highlights of him stealing the ball from opponents is just glorious.
He's so good.
Super fun.
Very exciting that this sport is being embraced and supported as well as it is. What's up, man?
Today, if Mexico, they have no right to complain about our weather because we are going to play the FIFA World Cup in a desert country, in Qatar, Doha. The weather will be 48 degrees. Our boys will feel that. So today is our day to shine and win and qualify, man.
Hell yeah, love it. Thank you for the call.
And God bless the morning show.
Thanks, Ed.
So awesome. So, Ryder, what were you going to say you think is going to be an issue with the weather tonight for the game?
I was just talking to my buddy Chris about it, and he's like, man, is there going to be some concussions today? And I was like, oh, from my people wiping out. But no, I didn't even think of how hard the ball's going to be to, like, try to head that. Like when you use your head to...
She's going to be frozen.
Like a corner kick coming in full speed and you're...
It's going to be like soccer balls breaking in half.
Well, honestly, like I'm worried. I wonder if the players know not to use their heads as much. Because it's going to hurt. Even kicking the ball is going to really hurt people's feet. Anyway, that's what's going down tonight. Smart to get there. I don't know. They open the gates at 5. If you want to make sure that you got time to grab a beer and hit your seat, you might want to get in there soon after that.
Totally.
Let's get to traffic. It is very busy. And I mentioned that, like, to get it all in, you're going to have to start sounding like Eminem and Godzilla.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic updates.
I got called out that was not the song he rapped very fast in.
Well, Rap God is where he raps really fast, but you think that he raps faster in his song called Godzilla.
Fill him with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, I'm intimate him. I don't want to hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage. I'm murdering again. Nobody will evade him. Finna kill him and double bodies in the lake, obliterating everything is generated. Renegade him, hit him, make anybody who with the pin and frame. Don't nobody want it, but they're gonna get it anyway.
So, do you want to try to run through the traffic for everybody right now?
Like that?
Sure. You're pretty good at rapping fast.
I don't know. Let's try it. Jackknife semi-hour collision southbound QE2 at Highway 19. Stay left. Bus rollover east and rollover East Henday at Baseline Road. Northbound center lane semi in the ditch. Eastbound Yellowhead at 170th Street. Stalled semi westbound Yellowhead west of 97th Street. Wayne Gretzky 112th Ave. Flashing lights. Absolute standstill. Highway 2 southbound single collision southbound 121st Street south of the Yellowhead. Stay left. Make sure headlights and taillights are on. Sherwood Park Freeway. Slippery. Lots of cars in the ditch. Along Highway 16. Police are on the scene. Easy on the brakes this morning. There, we got it in.
Nailed it.
No.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.